Hey guys, I'm Alastair from Trail and Kale, and today I'm reviewing the Nike Zegama trail running shoes. That's these guys here. So who are the Nike Zegama trail running shoes for? Well, pretty much anyone who wants to tackle more challenging terrain on the trails. These really are for going beyond those light trails. Anything that's a little bit more buff or easy to run on. These are really for technical terrain, and you can really see they're designed for that because of the nice deep claw-like lugs on the bottom, cushioning in the midsole, and a nice breathable upper as well. So they're very comfortable for going longer distances too. Now, if that sounds like you, then you probably want to keep listening. Now I'm going to go over some of the key statistics of the Nike Zegama. They cost $170 from Nike.com. They weigh 10.1 ounces. I'll put the grams up there for you guys who want grams. They have a 4mm drop, so I really like that Nike has done this. In the past, they tend to have higher drops for their trail running shoes. But really, if you want to be running on technical terrain, you do need a lower drop so you can kind of navigate your way through trails without having to worry about having a much higher stack height at the rear of the shoe. The midsole uses ZoomX cushioning in it, and it's super plush. I'm going to go into that in just a little bit. As you can see, it's a super lovely day here in California. We have had so much rain over the last few months. It's getting a little bit crazy out here, but it makes the trails nice and muddy and nice and dirty for me to go out and test some of these trail running shoes. So it's good for me, maybe not so much for the people who really like the sun. I do like the sun, by the way. Let's move on quickly to some of the good things about these running shoes that I really like. First off then, the outsole. This outsole is really nice and rugged. It's got deep lugs, claw-like lugs where you need it. Not so much on the mid-foot area here, but to be honest, you don't really need it here, so that's good. They've got some little lugs at the front here for climbing steep trails, which I really like. They dig into the trail very nicely. So the outsole seems durable as well so far, but yeah, just really loving the outsole. They've done a great job there. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like, share it with a friend if you think they'll enjoy it too, and subscribe to our channel for more running shoe reviews just like this one. Next up, I really like how they feel. So that's a lot of that is down to the midsole made out of ZoomX foam. It's very plush, very bouncy, feels great. By the way, if you're wondering what that funny noise in the background is, it's probably my son, Sebastian. He's saying, hurry up, film this video. I want to go on a little hike. I'm doing my best, Seb. Just hang in there. And now, one thing you will notice is the high stack height. That's how high off the ground you are. And that means Nike can put in lots of cushioning in the midsole to give you a nice plush feel and protection from anything underfoot. That's this section here, and you can see how thick it is. Now that's got pros and cons. I'll go over the cons in just a moment. But the pro is it feels really good, very bouncy, and great for longer distances. Your feet will appreciate that nice thick midsole. Next up is the upper. So if you look at this upper here, it's really nice and breathable. Great airflow. You can see my socks through there. That's how breathable it is. Hopefully you can anyway. Really nice and soft, very soft here. Around the edge here, this is kind of like a built-in gaiter of sorts, and that keeps debris out of the shoe. I really like how that works. And there's also a nice finger pull at the back to help you get the shoes on. And of course, they do look really nice. Being Nike, they have a great track record of making shoes look great. Some of the things that I feel like maybe could be improved of the Nike Zegama then for the next version. Like I said, it's got a high stack height. That does mean that they're not the most stable shoes if you are running on some hard, uneven terrain, because it can wobble a little bit. So it does lack a little bit of stability in the midsole there. The other thing I feel like could be improved is maybe the tongue. So the tongue here, if you come here, it is quite short. So I can't pull the tongue up any more than that. That's as far as it will go. And although there is some nice padding in the tongue, I do kind of feel that padding on the top of my foot, whereas padding should really just be there so that you don't feel the top of the shoe. So I feel like that could be reworked. Maybe it's just softer padding or just something else to make it feel a little bit more comfortable in this section of your foot. The lacing system though, it works really nicely. It cinches up very well. The laces seem to be staying up nice and tight too. All right, finishing off this Nike Zegama review then. Is it worth the money? $170 does seem quite steep, but I feel like you get one of the most premium Nike trail running shoes for that price. So yes, it's definitely worth $170 to me. Out of all the Nike trail running shoes right now, this is the one I'm going for. This is the one I'm choosing. So yes, definitely worth your money. Well, thanks for watching this review. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.